think so.
This is the other one.
Hmm?
This is the other cam.
Yeah, this is the 8mm. Figured I'd bring it. So where are we at?
Marblehead, Massachusetts. Right near Salem, about 4 miles away.
Keep your head up in the light, baby. Or step back a little more.
Okay. I'm gonna have pizza from Domino's. And then a jacuzzi and some champagne.
There's the jacuzzi.
Sleep. Gas fireplace. Refrigerator. Nice shower. Skylight. Bed. Skylight over there.
Nice bathroom. Skylight. Hot tub.
Yep.
Wench on the bed.
Yep. King size and plenty of room. So confirm that.
There's our steps. 3rd floor.
Yep. Darcy's.
Coach out back. Down the street.
Pizza Man should be here in about 10 minutes.
What is this?
This is Marblehead. Marblehead,
Marblehead,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. A little overcast. We're here at the harbor. What? 1600? Who told you that? There's a heck of a boat. Our tour guide says it's a very small part of the harbor.
Yeah.
1,600 sailboats come in. Down here at the harbor. Yeah, it looks like a castle. It's got a great big gargoyle door knocker I'm going to try and get into. Oops. I can't believe that's somebody's house. What's that island out there? You have any idea what that island is way out there?
I don't know, that's Marblehead. Like I said, Marblehead. On the map, then I didn't see how you got there.
Don't know.
I guess there is no one.
Who? Look at that big place way down there. Yeah, I wonder where that door goes. It's like goes nowhere. It must be like storage bunkers or exits or something to the other side. I think that's just the underground fort. That's the wax museum.
Hello, folks. My name's Nate. I'll be your tour guide for today. Now then, if we're going to be talking about New England's pirates, might as well start with the very first one. Be this man right here, a man by the name of Dixie Bull. Now, Dixie started off as a fur trader. Then one day in 1632, he was attacked and robbed at sea by French pirates. They took everything Dixie had and they left him penniless on the ocean. Right around that time, Dixie decided being a pirate doesn't seem like such a bad gig, so he became New England's very first pirate. His actual last known act of piracy was against a man right during sailing. Now, Dixie told the sailorman he was going to kill him if the man didn't lead Dixie's ship to Virginia for him. And that's the last anyone saw or heard of Dixie Bull, except for a poem that came over from England some years later. Now, the first line of that poem went, "Pirates, your flags and anchors pull. Dick Curtis killed your Dixie Bull." Some say that's proof enough Dixie was killed over in England. Others say Dixie probably wrote that poem himself and sent it over as a way of getting his name off the most wanted list. Truth is, no one will ever really know. And this man right here, no, it's not Johnny Depp. His name is Black Sam Bellamy. Now, Black Sam started off as a treasure hunter, and there was only one real problem. He was really bad at finding treasure. As a matter of fact, he never found anything. So he decided if he couldn't get rich one way, he'd get rich another. And he became a pirate, and eventually a pirate captain of his own ship called the Widow. Now, the Widow did very well for itself. It accumulated over $200 million in today's worth.
Man.
Then one day in April of 1717, while sailing back into New England, the Widow encountered a nor'easter, which is a very nasty storm. Black Sam lost everything that day. He lost his ship, he lost his crew, he lost his gold, and he lost his life. They actually just found the wreck of the Widow back in 1985. It was only 200 yards off the coast of Cape Cod, and under a mere 20 feet of water. From that little discovery, they pulled up $30 million in today's worth, and the rest is still down there. Now this man right here is one of my personal favorites because he's the one everybody hates the most. His name is Ned Lowe. Ned was three things. He was a pirate captain, he was a cold-blooded killer, and he was a complete psychopath. Him and his crew captured 14 vessels in one day. He made one man eat his own ears dipped in salt before killing him. They attacked a Spanish galleon called the Montcova, where Ned Lowe personally killed 53 of the men on board that day. He then made the first mate eat the heart of the captain. Eventually, even Ned's own crew got fed up with him and fed up. And they set him off to sail a little boat just like this, with no supplies and no water, figuring the elements to take care of him. Well, they were wrong. A French ship took care of him because it picked him up 2 days after he was set adrift. Not realizing who they had on board. Ned Lowe thought he was getting off scot-free, but he was wrong too. He's lucky for the French vessel, somebody on board did recognize Ned Lowe, and they quickly hung him from the mast of the ship. So that's the story of Ned Lowe. Rescued, only to be executed. Now this over here is New England's only known female pirate. She's also New England's last known pirate. Her name is Rachel Wall. Now Rachel started off as a Beacon Hill maid in Boston, and her husband George was a fisherman. One day with three of their friends, they stole a sloop from Essex, Massachusetts, and moved to Appledore. which is one of the Alice shoals off the coast of New Hampshire and Maine. There they became a fishing family. And while I'm sure they did fish occasionally, they stole a trick from Ned Lowe. They'd fly under a fake distress flag to lure in unsuspecting ships. Between the summers of 1781 and 1782, they took over 24 mariners that way. They'd sent Rachel up to the mast of the ship, calling and waving to crews who thought they were coming to save a damsel in distress. But when they got a little bit too close, they were the ones that needed saving, because George and his men would jump up underneath and swarm their ship. Ironically, at the end of 1782, while still under the fake distress flag, Rachel and her crew actually encountered a hurricane. George and one of the other men were washed overboard. Rachel and the rest, well, they actually needed to be rescued this time. Karma, gotta love it. And after that, the mishap, Rachel gave up her life at sea, but not completely her life of piracy. See, she had the bad little habit of robbing visiting vessels that were docked at the Boston Harbor. She would go into any unlocked cabins and steal cash and trinkets, till one day she was caught red-handed in the cabin of a ship where a crewman had just been found murdered. Rachel was charged with the crime, which her dying days swore she never committed it. She even admitted to all of other acts of piracy, but kept saying she didn't kill the man. Problem is when you admit to all the other acts of piracy, your word doesn't mean as much as it used to. So Rachel was put to death in October 1789 by way of a hanging at the Boston Commons. She was New England's only known female pirate, New England's last known pirate. She was also the last woman executed in the state of Massachusetts. And on that happy little note, I'll be right this way to the Dockside Village. When too drunk and they admitted to other acts of piracy, they'd be brought right upstairs to the holding cell. Remember, piracy was illegal, and once you admitted to it, you couldn't exactly just take it back once you sobered up. You'd be held upstairs and the constable could arrive and ship you off to Boston or England for a quick execution, which was normally a hanging in front of a very large crowd. Speaking of hangings, folks, head right this way. Now this here is a ship called the Charles. The man in the white shirt is Captain Plowman. Captain Plowman was hired by Governor Dudley, who was the governor of Massachusetts at the time, to be the captain of this ship. His first responsibility, get a crew. He was sent to Marblehead to do so. He quickly wrote back to Governor Dudley, "I could not find one honest man in all of Marblehead." Governor Dudley was less than sympathetic, seeing as he was from Marblehead, and told him to get any crew he could and set sail. So he hired this motley crew, which is good because they haven't had a gig in years, and they set off. Shortly thereafter, this man right here, Jack Quelch, decided he'd much rather be a pirate than a sailor, and he convinced the crew to mutiny, which, by the looks of these guys, probably wasn't that hard. They simply grabbed the Plowman and threw him overboard at a place called Halfway Rock, never to be seen or heard from again. However, Quelch went on to become a very successful pirate. See, what he'd do is, he'd fly under the flag of Portugal. Not because him or any of his crew were from Portugal, but Portugal was a friendly nation. So, ships would see the Portuguese flag, feel safe, come right up next to him, and then he'd give the signal to drop the Portuguese flag and raise the dreaded Jolly Roger, giving him the element of surprise and the upper hand in any battle. Now, with this little tactic, Quelch seemed unstoppable, until he did one of the things I told you about earlier in the tour. He went to the Blinker Tavern in Lynn, got a little bit too drunk, and admitted a little bit too much. Thus ended the pirate career of Jack Quelch. Now, a few quick things I'd like to say about the Jolly Roger. Most people think of the Jolly Roger just as the old skull and crossbones. It's not quite the case. Take a look along our walls and you'll see many pirate captains had their own version of the Jolly Roger made specifically for them. You'll also notice all these flags share three common colors, and they all meant something. Black meant death, red meant blood, and white, well, white looks really good against black and red. There you have it. Now then, take a look at these flags and follow me right this way to the hold. This here's the hold of the ship. This is where the pirates ate, drank, and slept. And as you can see, nobody's sleeping. And there's a very good reason for that. Would you sleep in a room full of pirates? Pirates stole from everybody, including each other. So if you went to bed a little bit too early, or you got a little bit too drunk, you'd find yourself with a few less gold doubloons. However, there were rules to becoming a pirate. You had to sign a thing called the Articles. What the Articles basically stated is, you'd follow your captain. Captain is the first share of the wealth, which is whatever he wanted it to be, and the rest would be divided equally amongst the crewmen. However, you could go what's called a crewman's bonus. Now, to get the crewman's bonus was a very simple and profitable thing to get. All you needed to do for the crewman's bonus was lose your eye, your hand, or your leg in battle. Which is why I see so many pirates with patches over their eyes, hooks for hands, and pegged legs. Now, quick warning to you folks. The man in the next scene may have taken the crewman's bonus just a bit too seriously. So if you have a weak stomach, you may want to listen to the whole thing. I'll head right this way.
Just a little bit too far.
Well, this Kodak moment was brought to you from a ship called the Squirrel. Man with the axe is Captain Andrew Harridan. One thing you should all know about Andrew Harridan is he wasn't a pirate. However, that man right there, and someone who's right there, was a pirate by the name of John Phillip. Phillip and his men attacked Harridan's ship, and after rounding up Harridan's crew and storming down below, they came to a little discovery. They had just successfully captured a fishing vessel. Yay. There was no treasure on board, only a couple of fish. So he did something very unpirate-like. He let Andrew Harridan and his crew live, at least temporarily. But that's all the time Andrew Harridan needed. He rallied up his crew, got some of John Phillip's own crew to meet me against him, and together they took back the ship. During the fight for the ship, he snuck up behind John Phillip, stole John Phillip's own axe, and cut his head off with it. He then nailed that head to the mast of his ship, sailed back into Massachusetts with it hanging there, as a warning to anybody who dare attack his ship a second time. It was pirates. Now, a few quick things I'd like to add about this scene. Andrew Harridan. His grandson would go on to become John Harridan, who was one of the more famous soldiers during the Revolutionary War, and a true American hero. And this man right here with the bald head missing a piece of his ear apparently fought Mike Tyson. No, his name is John Fillmore. Now, John Fillmore was John Phillip's right-hand man, which made Fillmore a pirate as well. John Fillmore's great-grandson would go on to become the 13th President of the United States of America, Millard Fillmore. So there you have it. The 13th President was derived from nothing more than a scurvy pirate. Some would argue say that tradition still holds true today, but I'll let you folks discuss that amongst yourselves. Now, unfortunately, this is where I must leave you. You'll head down to the belly of the ship and out to a pirate cave. Hope you all had fun today. Stick together, follow that path. Good luck.
One or don't move.
Huh?
One or don't move, I should come out.
That's a nice presentation. I wonder how many times we've got to go through that today. Huh? No, he's not moving, baby. He's dead. I see that's an easier job than the guy upstairs reciting them lines. That'd be my job. Chilling.
gone through storm on Route 95, headed to Augusta exit. We'll get off. And it's pouring.
Get off at Augusta?
Well, that exit, we'll get off. We're looking for Route 3. And
Don't fly the 1 mile here.
it's a ways off. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off.
Huh?
Where do I need it?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. It's raining.
Huh? Yeah. Foggy. First warning in Maine.
Eggs and sausage.
Eggs and sausage. Fog burns off. Where we at? Glacier Landscape? Or that's just that what that says.
Then you're telling me something I can't do 2 things at one time. It's all true here anyway. I can't where it opens up. Vehicle? I've done this before, Jerry.
This is your freaking training film. Maybe I should let you drive. Let me do the filming. Look like the rocks. Don't go zinging around. Back up a little bit, like you're right in my face. There's a waterfall. Wow. Turn it off. Don't do it right like alongside because it's thinking fast. Film a little like forward, up front. just keep going.
Fine, I like it.
Right. For biking.
Like some?
Here.
Okay.
This is the summit of Cadillac Mountain. Well, we got a couple stickers left. Lost 2 or 3 of them, I think. I said I could probably use a good belt of wine on this vacation.
Yeah, like that. Highest point's 59 feet.
Look, there's other people here. Is that some sort of lake down there? Yeah, all the way down there? Down there. Is that a swamp? Down there in the center, G. I don't think so, either. Let's go.
I guess.
Slow down just a little bit. Or no rush. Anybody behind us?
No.
Freaking tourists.
Romantic.
Riding around Acacia Park, looking for parking and fun activities to do. Our pilot today is Kathleen Eselby. We should have brought our bikes, but we're glad we brought our feet.
And we're going to carrot drive too.
Beautiful day, second day here. First day yesterday was a little cloudy. Today's better.
That's what, Eagle Pond or Jordan Pond? We just climbed up. I don't know, what do you think, baby? 20 foot? Huh? Or 40 foot? Huh? 40 foot up this
Straight up this.
pink granite. And we're going all the way to the top. Well, we just came down. What do you think, dear? How long of a trail?
Maybe half a mile.
Half a mile down, like all rock, natural step. Had to watch your footing a bit, but kind of like St. Peter's, Pennsylvania, on 5 times the quantity in that scale.
It's called Jordan Pond.
And this is Jordan Pond. Very pretty. Nice surprise after the climb down. Beautiful trail around this. We are up, I guess, right about we were up right about there when we took the last footage before we climbed down. That gives you an idea of where we came from to get down to here. There's a couple neat bridges going across, like a couple beaches. Like a little mini ocean.
Here, you just pay attention to driving, honey.
I can go fast with everybody around.
We're buzzing up the coast. What is this? Somme Sound? Is the only fjord, natural fjord on the east coast. This is heading inland. The opening to the ocean is back behind us. Pretty cool. Beautiful day.
And breathtaking views.
Cass parked the car a couple times. I need a drink. Other than that, we're doing good.
Doing good.
Where's this at? Seawall?
Yep.
Natural seawall. Whoa!
This is the cabin at Hudson's Cottage in Bar Harbor, where we're staying 4 nights in this lavish one
Did you say
bedroom.
ravished?
Ravish. 1 bedroom cabin with kitchen. And here's our screen porch. The day camper.
Where we at? Sand Beach still? Little froggy.
Thumbs out for a couple seconds.
Waiting for the fog to burn off. Still waiting for the fog to burn off. This is part of the coast. Still kind of neat. That's the road up there. Down there. Yeah,
Oh, there.
a little bunch of little spider webs. Kind of neat. All the fog, I guess, catch all the dew. Take it off, baby. Take it off.
There will be. Yeah.
Did you already ask if anybody had boarding passes? And I can almost promise you that
Hold on. Okay, all the way. Go back. Hold on. Lower the throat a little. All right. Oh, go ahead on. Yeah. Faster.
no, it's back again.
All right, just a few more pulls. Watch your head. One more. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down. One more, Eva. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, let's pick it up now. Okay, just let go of that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good, only 3 more now.
That's really cool.
Let's get some kids up.
I can't see the here.
There's other tactics.